Okay, it's my turn. Thank you all for coming, and I think Preston just shot all those pictures at one meet, because I did have more shorts than that. So, thank you all for coming, and I appreciate the applause that you just gave to me. It did remind me of a similar response I would receive each day when I walk out on the deck to coach. So tonight is an evening of reflection, saying thanks, being thankful, remembrance. But let me interject here that my comments are going to be very brief, something we can all be thankful for. We've had enough John Benedick actually tonight to last us another 44 years. But before I begin, let me take a moment to thank the folks who worked so hard to make this a lovely evening that it is. And that is Candace Crabtree and Caitlin Semino, who both work with resource development and with Professor for DAPR. Ken Johnson, who's the director of DAPR Communications, Promotions, and Marketing, and Julie Serrero, department head and director. Thank you, Julie, for everything you've done. You are truly the turnaround queen of athletics. That said, let me tell you, let me begin by saying how thankful I am that each of you made the time and the effort to come here tonight and celebrate with me. I know that some of you changed some very important plans to be here tonight, and others have traveled great distances to be here. For that, I really cannot thank you enough. And thank you to our teammates, colleagues who just spoke on my behalf. I appreciate your kind and gentle words, your complimentary remarks, as well as your wisdom in resisting the temptation to share some of my not so greatest moments. That best be left to the fog of history. With deep appreciation, I thank you for that. And a special thanks to my family who were able to join me here tonight. My son Andrew and his wife Erica, my daughter Anne and her husband Dave, Hugh and Barbara Marlowe, who are representing the Marlowe side of the family, come from Middlebury, Vermont. Hugh, I think it just stopped snowing there. Unfortunately, our twin daughters, Kate and Emma, could not be here to join us. They're busy on their semester abroad, one in London and the other one in South Africa, spending my hard-earned retirement money, as they should. My family means everything to me. And you stood by me when I needed support, gave me a hard time when I deserved it, and have given me love, because that's exactly what you do for me. And I love you for that. And Bella, you've always been there to support me when I needed it, correct me when I was wrong, spent most of your time doing that, and loved me unconditionally. And I love you for that. So 44 short years ago, I arrived in Cambridge, ready to show the East Coast exactly what coaching water polo and swimming was really all about. Filled with irrational confidence, limited coaching intellect, I marched onto the alumni pool prepared to take on the world. I was so lucky to end up at MIT. I didn't know it then, but I sure began to understand my good fortune as the years passed. Whether you're a student, faculty, or staff at MIT, MIT expects you to do your best and gives you every opportunity to be successful. It's impossible to overstate what a magnificent place MIT is. Its mission statement is simple, but extraordinary in its scope. Paraphrased, it says that MIT's mission is to solve the world's most difficult problems. And that makes sense, especially when you have a chance to work with the people who make up MIT, the people in this room. you begin to understand how much sense that mission statement makes. And those qualities carried over to the pool. I had fun coaching my 3 teams: water polo, men's swimming, and women's swimming. You guys think you had fun? You have no idea how much fun I had working with you. I can remember not being able to go to sleep at night because I was so excited about going to morning practice. I really loved working with you. Today, I remind our coaches that you spend 99% of your time practicing, so you better make it fun, and I think we had fun. When we hire coaches now, I tell them that this might be the best place that you ever coach in your life. I tell them that if you're able to tap into the athlete's intellect, passion to learn, love of planning, drive to be better, dedication and loyalty to task and to team, and the MIT competitive spirit, many times you just have to step out of the way as a coach. The miracle that is human nature to succeed against all odds is on full display, and I was privileged to experience those moments, whether it be coaching or teaching. I was so prepared to be a teacher here. Little did I know that in reality, I was going to be the student for 44 years. You're all leaders in the room. You remember when you finally got what you wanted, and that was a chance to lead. Man, how exciting was that, right? And then in that same instantaneous moment, you said, shoot, I'm in charge. I got to do this. It was at that red hot moment that you became the student. It would take another 44 years for me to explain what I have learned from each of you, students, athletes, coaching colleagues, administrative co-workers. Suffice it to say that one of the most important lessons you taught me was to care about the person. It's not the times, it's not the wins, the goals, the policies, rules, regulations. We know it's not the rules and regulations. All that's a byproduct of getting the person right. And all of you taught me that. I was so fortunate to grow up coaching during a time where competitiveness was really fierce, and the nobility of the coaching brotherhood and sisterhood, what transcended any rivalry. Help was always a phone call away, a sincere chat on the deck about how you can help me make my team better. The answer was always yes. It was an amazing gift, and the students were the recipient of that gift. To each coaching colleague here tonight, I thank you for sharing and helping MIT swimming and water polo be in the hunt. If MIT had any success, it was because of the wisdom you shared so generously. Thank you for that. The other thing that I learned is the power of trust. There's a person named Ash Jones who trusted me enough to have me join my first age group swimming team. Another guy named Dick Jokums, who went way out on a limb and trusted me to enter college. Another fellow named Peter Catino, who trusted me enough to write a glowing recommendation for this job. And another fellow named Jim Smith. He was then athletic director at MIT, who trusted me enough to lead the swimming and water polo teams and teach physical education at MIT. Without all that trust, I would not be standing here tonight. You have all trusted me, laughed and cried with me, lived the highs and lows with me that can be varsity athletics. You trusted, you inspired me to learn, to lead, and trust myself, and to live the wonderful and fulfilling life at MIT that has really been second to none. It's because of you all, that I stand here tonight, fulfilled and thankful for your lessons, your trust, and your love. I thank every one of you for a wonderful life at MIT that I will carry on to my next adventures in life with great joy. Thank you all very, very much.